Mm. Hi, Earth people. I'm Chinghiz together with you. Today, August 29, 2023. And, and, from very near distance, from 3 steps, from planet Earth, 3 steps, side, position, distance, our planet, how looking from Saturn, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. I put this photo, very incredible photo from Voyager, I think, as my browser back screen. Okay, what into this pale blue dot? What happening and why happening such things? This question should be already time for that. Each individual human being should ask himself, herself, itself, why all that happening. This form, not in better form, not in form which you want, your dream, your wish, or opposite, satanic form, evil form, devil form happening. The small planet civilization and the system dome which undeniably devil means satanic, evil. I repeatedly saying that. And again, I repeatedly saying that my mission from universe unity for you, and this happening in this today's when you under very deadly threat humanity, planet Earth civilization. And for understand what's happening, why happening, and in this reality, as I said, what you shall do for be survived is very important, crucial, because media under their control who own this system which rule the world means Rothschild and Co. Party establishment under their control, all by schemes, never directly. They're acting as secret society. Secret society word used by JFK, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, who was assassinated by Rothschild and Co. Because JFK started fighting them. But he no was first president who was killed, assassinated by Rothschild and Co. They are number several. And now the global, after World War II, New World Order, new global financial institutions. And during this decade of years after World War II, they created the schemes worldwide, globally, fully completed for rule world. And political establishment under this dome. They fighting for their party, for their chair in parliament. In the United States, is called it Congress. The head of state chair. If parliamentary republic or parliamentary state, for prime minister chair. Fighting for that, this pressing, undeniably this pressing, how Rothschild and Co used them, pressing. Money, schemes, donation money, dark money in politics, and they're fighting as enemy, election campaign time particular. And when they taken office because they money, their donations, they're acting this forum, not as they means if elected president, if elected prime minister, because their party have majority, take majority seats in parliament. No other. No other. They're coming by schemes. And next election coming. And media, trivialization tool they're using. Blockbuster, they're never before seen situation in America. Huh? Put a structure in America and put a structure both Trump, call it MAGA, they put a structure. And this happening because Rothschild and Co. behind scene collaborate and continue to collaborate with Putler. Now look at Congress, senators, representatives, how. Which crime he did, Trump. Trump is about team, RICO too, how they acting. 2 decades ago, this was possible. Anyway, they try back Trump. So because this scam, this, today Republicans truly, undeniably become evil party, fascist party, racist party, far right party, undeniably. This America. Trump would this indictment they are written. These are docs. Fact check docs. Anyway, try. I think they mean position. And today Chinghiz live photo cover. Who? George Orwell. To say black white to black white. It's not about color, word to color, what not. This about say opposite of truth exactly 180 degrees. Means fully opposite. Slavery is freedom, war is peace. And they're acting this way. 91 indictment, 4 indictment, and how many? all based on dogs. And media, they media, not anti-media. When we watch anti-media, try trivialization, huh? Downplay, downgrade this treasonous crime of Trump and co. Something, the blockbuster, something was there, this. He will run to president, putting this agenda. Not you can't. How this can happen? And of course not you. He will jail it, but media. Blockbuster indictment, treason. How this can affect Trump presidential campaign? Maybe not will affect. This media doing media. Rothschild and co. Anyway, try put Trump. Because Trump Putler structure person again. And for Rothschild and co, how important Putler I say it. Each time I repeatedly say. For the big crisis plan. For the new world order after big crisis. As outcome of big crisis. New world map. For that, Putler very crucial for Rothschild and co. But same time, should be in White House, aka Trump. Trump herself or as same position we have. And big crisis will occur. They're fighting for that. And who they? Who create climate crisis. Undeniably. Big banks, big fossil fuels, and media, and political establishment. Deny, reject, downplay, downgrade. Even today, political establishment how acting. In best one, there's not all. Some political leaders. In best forum, half of measure. Their climate emergency should be. Their Marshall Plan very needed urgently. Means fully, 100% action. Not 50 or under 50. No half of measures. No. Why this happening? Not profit. This all they're using for fool you people. Economy, growth of economy means your country, your lifestyle, your all the growth, all based on the satanic evil structure which rule the world system. They're lying you repeatedly. Media participated actively. Brainwash. And therefore, many of you around world, and not only around world, in United States too, in developed countries of democracies where rule of law jobbing, working, they also misleaded, misinformed on climate crisis case. They not will have. They not will act, sorry. They not will act. how many times I call and continue to call Joe Biden. Even when I call America, developed countries, Western countries, I also call Chinese authority. But Chinese authority, we all know they are dictatorship. They are CCP tyranny, Chinese Communist Party tyranny. Cool. Hey, Xi Jinping or CCP, please join this planet. You enter this planet, this you also will affect. Join. If CCP and Xi Jinping as chair, will decide, will not know. I did think Communist Party never being wrong. Planet Earth will cover all world, but will, yeah, by maneuver, will go my English will avoid, yeah, China. CCP, Chinese Communist Party. Means that, what I said that true, means that China involves in some point maybe doing more than American climate crisis case. Maybe. By their population, their other things. But this may be doing more. This nothing, zero. As what America doing today, this nothing, zero, means authority on climate crisis case, what they're doing, zero effect for help, stop climate crisis. In this case, I using these words, zero. China do that. Why you not mention China or America? America, they're stupid. They are morons enough. Even the Republican Party, I already said, evil party, racist party, fascist party, and their candidates who decide run for president, they are morons. And what I'm saying that all correct. Look, not all day, but majority, yes. And same in Europe, EU, Britain, G7, Canada, Japan, G20, India, Brazil, and others. Evil state, evil countries, mean state. Saudi Arabia, Russia, they are fascism. Saudi Arabia, tyranny, oil, gas. United Arab Emirates, COP28, all that. Today, despite scientists repeatedly saying, and this not only saying, they already still go to streets, they starting call you by joining to protest demonstrations. Two, not to work. Appeal to them, and when will they act? This deaths for humanity. They not will act as climate crisis demand. So we shall. Us should be billions on street and square, same day, across world. Only this one will work. We can break this down. We shall and will replace this system which rule the world by transparent system, where dark, mark, evil, evil, not will appear, because transparency and rule of law. And we in this forum can stop climate crisis, our only chance. But today, 1.5 degrees Celsius is deadline, literally deadline. But you have chance, remain, keep warming of planet atmosphere at 1.5. I will start from this tweet from Sophie Gabriel. She tweeted, reverse the quote. We didn't. We won't. Will not means. So billions won't be saved. We have only just begun the chaos. Much more to come. We will see things we never dreamed in the climate emergency. Here a quote from Johan Rockström. Quote, limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius would save billions of people. End of quote. Okay. One of leader institution on climate, Potsdam institutions, leading professor, Johan Rockström. Again, I repeating. Limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius would save billions of people. And here I will share with you video. We're at 1.2. Today we're at 1.2 degrees Celsius. And what around happened? One more video from Debbie Banks. She tweeted to her video, which I will now show you. She tweeted, West Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada. These apocalyptic images surprise me that the media pay less attention to it. I read it again. West Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada. These apocalyptic images surprise me that the media pay less attention to it. She surprised our media imposition. Ignore, downgrade, downplay, trivialization. This video. Again. This man in which situation? And again. This is real, this is no movie. He in this situation, all around him, fire on fire. He survived. Question, maybe yes, maybe no. This will happen against billions of people. Same time, across world. Such thing. Not only fire, by flood, by hurricane, by heat wave. And additional, because drought, again, because floods, again, because heat waves, because the wildfires, food chain will blocked. Already happening. India announced they will cut export of rice, grain. They at 1.2 degrees Celsius. India leader country for rice export. They're thinking about people, saying there should be enough food for all people because heat wave, because wildfires, because flood, because climate crisis. And they think by this cut mud, this can be helpful for their nation. Wrong. Very big mistake. Not will today we cut, tomorrow what we will do India when this heat wave, this food, drought will blockbuster form will affect, impact means your rice grain. Same about China, same about worldwide, about United States of America, about Britain, about European Union. All these countries thinking this climate crisis will avoid their country. EU members countries. This is not clear, this abstract. Even today, when all that confirmed verified, This all because climate crisis. Some of them continue blah blah about try call this climate crisis hoax. What's happening? Try call that. This not clear. This climate crisis or not. This abstract. Britain. They are climate denier in authority, government. Huh? Queen Elizabeth, uh, Theresa May, Boris Johnson, prime ministers, blah blah about fight climate crisis. But Prince Charles fighting climate activists go to their different country visiting together with people, together with you together fight climate crisis. Now he come king and head of government climate crisis denier. And no one position words from Charles. Again, this all happened because system that. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. And this one now I will read. Absurdity situation. From Dr. Genevieve Guenter. She tweeted, "This is so racist and gross. The Biden administration is counting some CCS, this carbon capture project, spending toward its Justice 40 initiative to invest in disadvantaged communities. Quote, again, the express wishes of its own hand-picked advisory panel on environmental justice. Even when they advised on environmental justice, advising Joe Biden, this no do that, this no good. Biden administration anyway did that. Here more this article from the Politico Pro. Call it Down Your Throat. Biden pushes CCS, carbon capture, on polluted places. The administration is counting carbon capture as part of its promised funding for disadvantaged communities. But they don't want it. How they can? Who did that in Biden administration? Energy Secretary Sullivan, John Kerry there. He funding for disadvantaged communities and part of this money putting carbon capture saying, this for you. Not evil. And advisory oppose that. On environmental justice advisory oppose that. It's no good anyway. Their position, which one, how this happening, and why such thing happening when they are needed, you know, 180 degrees opposite should happen. Climate emergency, officially declaration, climate emergency and fighting by new Marshall Plan. But they ignoring all that, even doing such things. About carbon capture also, no, this all fake, this all fash, mainly. This even doing worse. Scientists, by figures, show that. Geneva continue. They elaborate. Instead of transitioning away from fossil fuels, freeing frontline communities from decades of polluted air and water, the administration is paying oil and gas companies to retrofit with carbon capture project and calling that money going towards disadvantaged communities. Clear this evil. Why this happening? This fact. I try say you schemes who rule the world. They schemes intervening. All what possible doing. G20 poured more than $1 trillion on fossil fuel subsidies, despite COP26 pledges. COP26, Glasgow, blah blah, as I say, hey, we shoot down subsidies, blah blah. But in practice, this $1 trillion increase. G20, only G20. Other blockbuster. This is from The Guardian. Fossil fuels being subsidized, fossil fuels being subsidized at rate of $13 million a minute, say IMF, International Monetary Fund. Oil, gas, and coal benefited from $7 trillion in support in 2022, despite being primary cause of climate crisis. $7 trillion subsidies annually worldwide. Oil company, oil gas, racketeering for profited. Same time they subsidize it. Which form subsidize this? Which scale? Some trillions dollar annually. $7 trillion there worldwide. And climate crisis. Death sentence to humanity. That true, undeniable, fact check, all happening, all saying scientists here name words have said, and they say $7 trillion. Maybe they will increase. COP28. All linked, they direct linked. COP28 chair. How are they laughing on you? United Arab Emirates state oil company, one main oil company in the world, Saudi Arabia ally, put his oil company chair, president of COP28. He should resign. We all demand his resignation, but ignore nothing. Do more, and they're doing more. Bill McCarthy. This tweet was from Guardian, and now Bill McCarthy, scientist. This is nothing less than a suicide subsidy. Professor, climate scientist, tweeting. Replying to this article from The Guardian about $7 trillion annually subsidy to fossil fuel. And Bill McCarthy replying, this is nothing less than a suicide subsidy. Either this stops our civilization does. Either this stops or our civilization does. Tweet from David Wallace Wells. Quote from The Guardian. Carbon credit speculators could lose billions as scientific evidence shows. Many offset they have bought have no environmental votes and have become stranded assets. Stranded assets. Then about carbon capture. Quote from The Guardian article, call it carbon credit speculators could lose billions as offset limit. Many credits in the voluntary market going unused, with study finding some offsetting could make global heating even worse. Worse. Carbon capture. Putin. They are already billions. This is for greenwash, for mislead you people. Government fighting, they will do something. They will capture carbon from atmosphere. All will good. No, don't worry. Be happy. But not. This not exist. But climate crisis coming more and more worse each day. You can already say each day. News. Antarctica. Emperor penguins. Their chicks and children. 10,000 died because they lose their habitat area. Ice go away. 10,000. Nothing. Media trivialization. Nothing. Put there somebody. Media fool people. It's not about journalists again. It's not. This is about how media ruled by Rothschild and Co. who ruled the world by schemes, by schemes. But journalists also shall, I call them again, join us, join us. One, two, three journalists in some channel is not enough in some channels. But other channels fully ignore. Should be all media, particularly mainstream media workers, employees, journalists, anchors, finally join us. They will, they will allow to that, but they can and do that not difficult, not afraid. Sometimes good news. Kenneth wrote, the people of Ecuador save both the Amazon and the climate by voting to keep the oil in the soil. This is about Yasuni. I also signed this petition, and Yasuni won. Ecuador people in referendum back the agenda, the position. Fossil fuel will remain underground. This is about penguins, okay? Study. Sea ice loss leads to 10,000 emperor penguin chick deaths. Mark McKinnon tweeting. Time to update that canaries in the mine shaft metaphor. In the time of climate change, it's the penguins on the ice floor. He tweeting. And here from BBC, climate change. Thousands of penguins die in Antarctic ice breakup. Vast numbers, vast numbers of emperor penguin chicks drown as the sea ice collapses under their colonies. Scientists with loud, repeatedly saying. Article from The Guardian. Dramatic climate action needed to curtail crazy extreme weather. Heat waves, wildfires, and floods are just the tip of the iceberg, leading climate scientists say. Very correct. The tip of iceberg. What will happen? We're at point now we're at 1.2 degrees Celsius. All that happening. And you know how many people died because pollution, because heat wave, because wildfires, because flood, etc. And this number will sharply increase. Another article from The Guardian. Off the chart records. Has humanity finally broken the climate? And this article from Damian Carrington, by Damian Carrington, Nina Lahani, Oliver Millman, Adam Morton, Ajit Niranjan, and Jonathan Watts. Extreme weather is smacking us in the face with wars to come, but a teeny window of hope remains, say leading climate scientists. Sophie Gabriel, I took a little survey in answer to Dr. Joel Jergis' question. See below and people See below and people following me seem to want her to take time off and warn the public. It's a personal decision, but I think if more scientists did this, it would help climate emergency. And Gergis, climate scientist, quote from her. This one. What is playing out all over the world right now is entirely consistent with what scientists expect. No one wants to be right about this, but I am honest, I am stunned by the ferocity of the impacts we are currently experiencing. I am okay. But if I am honest, I am stunned by the ferocity of the impact we are currently experiencing. I am really dreading the devastation I know this El Nino will bring. As the situation deteriorates, it makes me wonder how I can do how I can be most helpful at a time like this. Do I keep trying to pursue my research career or devote even more of my time to warning the public, asking Joel Georges. Award winning climate scientist and writer. And she continued here, quote, there is something far more sinister plaguing our minds. The possibility that the Earth might have already breached some kind of global tipping point. The term refers to what happens when a system crosses into a different state and stays there for a very long time, sometimes even permanently. We know that once critical thresholds in the Earth system are passed, even small changes can lead to a cascade of significantly larger transformation in other major components of the system. End quote. Joel Gergis. Scientists warning you, saying all that, but political establishment in position, we can say ignore. Media sided with them. Big Bang, Big Oil continue fuel climate crisis. And even authority using inappropriate, no needed such using force against protest demonstrations. One of them was in United States when Climate Defiance tweeted about that. When protesters try close roads, but police come using against them gun very forcibly, arrested them, as he acting against terrorists. But this was peaceful protest demonstrations. Of course, demonstration should be with disobedience. Of course, we should do all what possible for wake up people join us. But believe me, when we crossed roads, media and authority using that against you, and people belong to media again. Why, when all that climate blockbuster, apocalyptic blockbuster happening worldwide, again we at 1.2 degrees Celsius. People mainly not yet because media, government, state media. And they act in this forum because system which ruled world demand that by schemes. And so media using this fact when you cross the road. They are people, passengers, people, ordinary people. Go to job or to urgently need go to other way. They cross the road. They of course will uh, disagree with that. And addition, media will use this such protest demonstration as negative, and people will think these such demonstrators no good, no good. Hey, they're protesters. Hey, climate crapper. Hey, they cross over. I go, won't go to eat or go to my business. Hey, oh, no good. Hey, unacceptable. Disobedience should be, I think, additional in this case when how police very severely acting as against terrorists. Disobedience should be, but good if we will block oil and gas tankers, for example, or such forum action which not will seriously affect ordinary people, ordinary uh, business, not will seriously affect. We want them join us. But such action and media again using government using and they yeah against you. In this case, I think we should act by disobedience, but this action should be helpful for uh, call people join us worldwide peacefully protest demonstration and if needed disobedience and this disobedience should be informed which not will affect ordinary people businesses. Let's close a road anywhere. What they happen? Police come in, arresting you, people and ordinary people angry about you. Continuation of that. You go to Congress, you go to state leaders press conference, you go to oil refinery plants, you go to coal, gas, oil again, or such action. or some museum there, some forum action, not affecting museum, of course. These art species, artifacts, not affecting, but such forum, their headquarters, big oil and gas headquarters, disobedience, such forum, and worldwide, disobedience should be part of our protest demonstrations, but mainly they are peace, of course, peace, all that. Disobedience also peaceful, not aggressive. I try by my English say you which tactic we should shall use for invite people join this. And now about situation in few countries, we shall choose today talks, say it. After that, I will return to very serious cases. So, Uganda. Uganda, their country were in authoritarian decades of years, I think more than 3 decades. Museveni dictatorship. And this dictatorship, his authority, illegitimate. We believe in that because there are no elections, not free and fair elections. And Museveni also using his authority and parliament fully belong to him. Their power against LGBT community. I already said about that. In this law, Ugandan anti-LGBT law, they are in some point acceptable position should be LGBT propaganda should be removed from education system, from schools. They are people, they are children. How there can be propaganda of LGBT? Education system should keep our main value, should teach based on our main value, man, woman, child, children. This is what we exist as people. And LGBT community can be minority part of society, and our position, they have right be LGBT, and their right should be respected. There not be can't be discrimination, repression, same citizen right, same resident rights on concrete cases, but by keeping our main value, protecting our main value. So, but such authority as Uganda try use that. Their death sentence itself should be banned worldwide, not only in Uganda, on Putin's Russia, even we know this have in Iran such axis of evil, Iran, China, other countries, Saudi Arabia, and etc. Worldwide, death sentence should be banned, period. But about cases on this law, they have some point argue. When LGBT person knew he, she, he, her, me, okay, ill by speed, you know, in English, AIDS. It's also deadly. She knew that, and anyway, go to sex with same sex. People who was sex is him, is her, also this has virus, That problem have. I confirm that. That problem have. We shall say truth. Transparency, very crucial in each cases. This problem have. They're using worldwide increasing of this AIDS as pandemic in sometimes was even today because they knowingly do that. I remember in time, decade of years, 10 years, 15 years ago, 10 years, okay? There was some position about AIDS. I call that A. They producing AIDS, means as virus. You should fight them. There can't be happening that. Somebody try call me as I against LGBT community. I call them not as virus. This spend this AIDS. Oh, anti-LGBT. They should be stopped. This problem have. These LGBT community members, I call them. When you ill, and you know you can offend this deadly, and you know that, why you go to sex and impacting others by this virus and quote. Why are you doing that? And at the same time you're fighting for your right. Huh? You can violate law this form and deadly. This worldwide should be crime, worldwide. In developed countries, undeveloped worldwide. They intentionally, when they ill, sick by AIDS, they go to see sex, same sex. They should be crime. But such authorities using that, death sentence very high, they should be stopped. Death sentence should be banned worldwide. And of course, this LGBT community in Uganda, they should be their right protected. They can be LGBT, and for that they can't be repressed. But at the same time, such crimes, if they doing and did, there should be accountability. And this worldwide. About underage They also crime, serious crime should be. Pedophilism, this crime or not, underage. But if LGBT, this no crime. If so, what is absurdity? Somebody even in America fighting schools, their gender, men even, yes, all that. Stop that. There should be norm, so clear, so obvious, and so simple norms. Respect these norms. LGBT have right be, but children underage, there can't be LGBT propaganda. There can't be such thing as their underage children decide be, and this should be as propaganda using. They can't. They underage. When 18 years, after that, they can choose their lifestyle. But again, education system, teachers should teach based on our main value. And underage sex, no matter LGBT, the same sex, or should be very serious crime worldwide. I say. Uganda authority, I said, is unacceptable their position. There should be change this law. There should be some concrete cases, points from this law, removed from this law, because LGBT can be. But other cases, not as anti-LGBT law, generally crime case, spending AIDS. He LGBT or not maybe, but you, because AIDS also have sex, no same sex. This also crime should be. This case, crime. And such things. But Uganda authority will do that. Should be, for that Uganda should be a democratic country rule of law. And I believe they will, because Ugandan people are together with them was in election time. A majority of Ugandan joined together with was acting. And I believe in that Museveni lost at least 2 last elections. At least 2 last. But tyranny, dictatorship. But in some time, and this time coming near, change will come to Uganda too, I say. About Niger. Niger, their coup, their democratic elected Bazoum authority was what military, because put their money, put their Wagners, not only put their weapons, money, and addition they put their instructors. They choose take another country in Africa. Now they choose Niger. And of course, this is unacceptable, I said. President Bazoum should be restored on his position, and ECOWAS decided intervene to Niger, remove these coup attenders from authority, illegitimate authority. They declare themselves leaders of country. They not leader of country Bazoum. And I welcome ECOWAS countries' decision send their troops for restore constitution in Niger and restore constitutionally elected president on his position. We shall protect democracy and human rights, constitution, rule, when we know they are coup and behind coup, who also we know, Putler. And such fact, and we should intervene. I, together with you, ECOWAS, on this case. I say, Syria, in country at least 2 weeks, protest demonstrations demanding Bashar Assad resignation. Sorry, this one. From the Guardian, Syrian protests enter second week with calls for Assad to go. Demonstrations have grown steadily throughout the south, centering around the province of Suwaida. A state of protest, the spate of protests and strikes across government-held areas in southern Syria have continued into the second week, with demonstrators increasingly unafraid to call for the removal of the President Bashar al-Assad. Together with you, Syrian people, time for that. Not stop. I call entire Syrian people which under this Assad tyranny rule in this area join to Suwaida protesters. Bashar al-Assad should go, should resign. We should remove him from office. Particularly when we know Donatella Rovera tweeting, hundreds of civilians, including many children, were killed in the most deadly chemical attack launched by the Syrian regime, by Bashar al-Assad, and they are Putler, they together did that, Assad and Putler, by Syrian regime using sarin gas in eastern Ghouta near Damascus 10 years ago, on 21 August 2013, with impunity so far. With impunity. They are not United Nations, European countries, America, International Criminal Court, International Court of Justice. Nothing. Nothing. Zero. Look at this photo. Children, all children. This did Bashar Assad and Putler. And fully impunity. Fully. And there are some of who died, killed by sarin gas. Not full list. United Nations Secretary General's remarks to the Security Council on the report of the United Nations missions to investigate allegations of the use of chemical weapons on the incident that occurred on 21 August 2013 in the Ghouta area of Damascus. This September 16, 2013, Secretary General. BBC. Syria chemical attack. What we know. A team of United Nations chemical weapons inspectors have confirmed that the nerve agent sarin was used in an attack on the Ghouta agricultural belt around Damascus on the morning on 21st August. Their investigators confirmed that this Bashar Assad did. And of course, this Putler did together. How Syria continued to gas its people as the world looked on. Reuters. So today, 10 years anniversary. Such crimes can't be their time, no matter. Should be. Assad should be prosecuted, indicted by International Criminal Court. Two, because such crime against humanity. And of course, there should be finally, as how you acting against Putin, Western countries in Ukraine case. Same use against Assad regime. Time for that. This absolutely and completely unacceptable when Assad even welcomed by Arab League. And this happening because your ignoration, world leaders, United States of America, world leader, huh? Another ignoration of crime against humanity. In Saudi Arabia case, crime against Khashoggi, crime against humanity, and other crimes. Fully ignore. They are our money. And you have problem, United States. And in Syria case, much more. How you can downplay such crimes using chemical weapons. Fully impunity, fully. This should be stopped finally. There should be action. Which one I said? As against Putler, Ukraine case. Assad should be forced to resign. We should back already finally stand with Syrian people when they already starting saying no to Assad regime. I say İlham Aliyev tyranny and behind send her backs. Her backs, товарищ. İlham Aliyev Sodom Himora Forum LGBT person. But their LGBT word you can't use because Sodom and Himora, this is different. This is different, obviously. But you have a lifestyle, Sodom and Gomorrah. And behind sent her backs. One of them, a man, Britain, British monarchy, means British government. Already 3 decades, 30 years. there was coup, and this coup happened in 1993 because monarchy decision backed this coup because Haydar Aliyev, daytime geisha, what I saying that true, their lifestyle. Very immoral family without frame, this Aliyev family, Aliyev Pashayev family. This confirmed, verified. Back Haydar Aliyev return to authority by BP money, and coup was occurred. And 30 years, immediately BP and British monarchy immediately take fantastic gain. This oil contract, which was prepared daytime authority of People's Front, this was backed by me and by Azerbaijan people. This oil contract was Azerbaijan people mostly behavior. After coup, new oil contract was mostly foreign country oil behavior mainly British. At the same time, Haydar Aliyev family authority. These two things. Avoiding Azerbaijan people. And same time, annually, starting from 1994, so when this project start, money, investment, from this time, starting annually each year, Haydar Aliyev give different sum of money, different quantity of money. From start was less, but further more, and now blockbuster. Annually, directly to Queen Elizabeth, through Prince Andrew. Today, this continue same form. Scheme can change, but money fooled it. And in my case, particular, therefore, British monarchy, backed Haydar Aliyev, now İlham Aliyev, because my existence. And this not was only about British monarchy. This is about Rothschild and Co. When they understand my mission against the system, I should be keep under control. I should be keep it under control. For that reason, mainly this, they continue anyway by any cost, but hidden form secretly, back it, İlham Aliyev. İlham Aliyev authority. İlham Aliyev, for that reason, remain untouchable. Because he controlled me, and their even secret agreement, signed agreement between United States and Russia, and İlham Aliyev means Azerbaijan co-signer from Russia side. There are two sides. In United States side, they are British too. They are no co-signer but ally. This addition to that. They secretly, Rothschild and Co. and British monarchy, 70% and 30%, 70% of world ruler system own share as shareholders. Okay, Rothschild and Co. 30% British monarchy. That figures correct, plus minus 1%, maybe, no more. They rule the world from start, and it's not changed. And in my case, this. And who they? You know. And their agreement with America is additional. George W. Bush and Putler, Ilham Aliyev from Putler's side, and this agreement remained secretly. Well, Joe Biden president, he knew existence of this agreement. He keeping that, no rejecting, but he shall reject, but not. The Pentagon very actively participated on this agreement case. Pentagon on this agreement case, main figures from America, president signed it, secret document. But in this agreement case, main institution, this American Defense Secretary. Yes. Department of Defense. Means Pentagon. 4-star generals. And not only 4, 5. Their 6-star also have not. Therefore, all linked to me, my mission, and they control me. For that, I repeatedly saying that why Ilham Aliyev remain untouchable. For that reason. And who they? Well, look what against me they're using. How aggressively each second intervene all time, eating time, drinking time, walking time, lying flat, now outside, sleeping time, walking time. In these seconds, how they intervene? Each second, daily, nightly, decade of years, fully equipped with. Israel Mossad helping by high tech. This all linked. Because I am my existence, and they, who they, who they, same person, what they're using against me, which position, who they face to Satan, and same form they're acting. And against you, same position have climate crisis, so obvious, undeniable. For understand finally who they. By here additional fact, who they. In Syria case, I said you, I show you children by chemical weapon killing. How is this possible? Their impunity. How can be? But other case, another blockbuster, Britain. Dr. Louise Rowe. You can't, she wrote, written, you can't believe how kind the British are. Every morning, a van pulls up outside your house in Coventry. A friendly man brings you a freshly baked flatbread to eat. It's just for you, not anyone else. in your family. Every afternoon, he comes back to make sure you have eaten it. What there was today's my video cover photo. Good. Your Oreo, British, right? Here video. Or this video, approximately more than 50 minutes in YouTube have. You can, I share that and in my YouTube uh, history also have, and in Twitter I shared that, in Pinterest I share it. You can take from there if you not will find. This video starting this forum, I shortly, seconds, will show you existence of this video.
50 years ago next week, in the barren deserts of New Mexico, American scientists working on the Manhattan Project exploded the world's first atomic bomb, Trinity.
Okay? And now I will say it shortly. Who was this man? Come with van. And this video, about this video, this, starting from Chronicle, how first atom bomb was created in America and using this video, not about this nuclear bomb. This is about radiation. And this flatbread freshly baked. Each morning, friendly man coming to some family, the Indian family was there, but they are not only Indian, but Indian too. In this video, they interviewed, they saying what was happening. Their name, official hospital name, no hospital, sorry, this no hospital, this some nuke center in British. Their name, where, I'm not recall, but in this video, all have. They put it onto this bread, radiation. Putler put on coffee, I think, coffee or tea, or Litvinenko, Polony, radiation. They're misleading these people. How this scheme, which scheme they use. This British, officially, British authority, government. They are concrete institutions under government. They are prime minister, they are government, they are parliament, they are monarchy. All away, yeah. They put it on this bread, radiation, some kind of dose. I was given as normal bread, eat. They eating and they asking me, we eating, good bread, thank you, so fresh, so good. One of the world center nowadays, developed countries, culture, again, one of the world center of culture, of developed countries fighting for democracy, justice, all bullshit. When British people will wake up, there's no change. Our days, you think, today's government, climate crisis denier. They're fighting, there are no talks about climate crisis seriously. They are not will action seriously. They will continue fuel climate crisis by licensing new oil fields in North Sea to if protesters, terrorists, punish them. Climate crisis killer. This not small dose, this big dose of nuke radiation into your brain, not only flat. British people, and not only British people, but I'm talking about British. When you will understand that, realize that finally, as soon as possible, this is good for you, for your family. What means climate crisis? Same people. We also know BP have also in a report as ExxonMobil 50 years ago as Shell, BP too, they know they fossil fuel pollution means they produce a fossil carbon dioxide pollution. How it is deadly. Each year kills 7 million people across the world was that. But now it's increasing and will increase sharply. And this only in pollution case. But their flood, their heat waves, their wildfires, their hurricanes, their food chain, broken food chain, their broken economy, their broken social programs. Oh, they fighting. No touch, big oil. Same government who uses these innocent people. This Hitler, they did that plus minus. Same. Dose was, of course, for killiform dose in Auschwitz-Birkenau. Manning name. So maybe not Manning name there. Manninger. Maybe this is not correct, but this name of this head of this program for by gas kill people, majority of them Jewish. His name known. Hitler, one of generals. There should be investigation, but they downplay. They will knew they're not. This lie. They was misled, misinformed. They not say full truth to them, what actually they're doing. British. They call it own country United Kingdom. Monarchy family, oh, culture, oh, ceremony, oh, history, tradition, huh? How we love, they say, the queen, our king. He will visit to some area. Oh, go to street, looking, applaud. Uh, all media will show very corrupt, very evil family in British monarchy family. And they're immorals without frame to Prince Andrew. And London, one of world criminal center. There's no accord on streets, piff puff, as in Haiti, Maiti. Huh? Oh, no, no, no, no. Oh, culture, tradition, country rule of law. Country rule of law. Bullshit dictators, tyrannies, they are all with their properties, luxury lives, all there. Welcome it. Because part of this money go to monarchy, family, and to others corrupt politicians of British political establishment. Undeniable. Evil, evil, evil. In United States this, in Britain this, in France this, in Germany this, in Austria this, EU, MIU, worldwide, same. In China this forum, in India this forum, in Russia Hitler our days forum, our world. Therefore, climate crisis killer. Will kill you, those people. Can. Because they this. They not believe climate crisis. They faith to Satan. They believe in Satan. They're planning big crisis create. And climate crisis good addition. And this climate crisis their job made by them. And you have many backers. You all day you have many backers. Israel, extremist government of Netanyahu, helping you Hameli by Mossad against me. British monarchy, system 2, Rothschild and Co. 2, who control the United States political establishment 2, we know. And additional, they have agreement. United States and Russia, Azerbaijan and Russia. Russia. This condomble, immoral, non-woman, he, she, Trump. This immoral family. This blockbuster did. And how they continue to try back in. Huh? In plain sight. Undeniable. So, this world, this system rules world. And we, if you won't survive, my mission exists for that. Together with you, we can. How I saying you. And do that not difficult. Not afraid them. They very weak if we together. They very weak. Fuck them. This Rothschild and Co. They have $100 trillion. All illegitimate, illegal. $100 trillion. And they rule it all. Using monetary world, they created that, this forum as a current system. but they very weak. This dome, their problem. If some political establishment persons so weak as robot zombie can't break this dome when they can, but they not. But we together and we will break this dome. We will replace the system and do that not difficult. For that we shall act for stop climate crisis because this truly, literally death sentence to you, Earth people. This global genocide. This means you not will survived, be survived. I said that again, saying Nathan Wu from Hong Kong, uh, residence was now in exile in Britain. He tweeting, I again reading that. In previous Chinghiz Live, I said about that. But importance of this fact. Trade between China and Russia is set to surpass $200 billion this year, a new record high. Export of goods with potential military uses rose by more than 3 times in the year. China helping to arm Russia with helicopters, drones, and metals. And he replying to this article from the Telegraph. Russian firms have received tens of thousands of Chinese shipments since the war in Ukraine began. And now McLean. Here, tweet from her. Now McLean, one of fighting for environment, climate, scientists, specialists, well known, very important, and not only climate crisis case, fighting this system, visual world, and her last book, Doppelganger, about that. She talking about part of this system, but accurately, and there are video too, but I reading from Naomi. I asked the video wizard Colby Richardson to make a book trailer for Doppelganger, for her book, new book. He went and made a beautiful and trippy work of art. I am so grateful. Welcome to the mirror world. And here video, they attacking me. But I will try show this video, this approximately 5 minutes, importance of that. Oh, they block it, people. This day, this banker, Israel Mossad helping Ilham Aliyev by high tech. The high tech, there was normal video. I download that and listen, watching that. There was voice or okay. I recommend you watch this video. Okay, they block it, but how Ilham Aliyev untouchable and why? Naomi claim talking about the system which ruled the world, how the satanic evil. And this video blocked it. This form. They now attacking me this day. And here about now for end today Chinghiz live about Pontifex Francis, Vatican religion leader. Their evil satanic action was the history, near history too. 2 decades, 3 decades ago, 5 decades ago, sex underage children by Vatican priests, not only priests, they are high level too, archbishops, bishops. And Vatican was decades of years denied that. They're talking about Jesus, about God, about justice. This Pontifex Francis too. On his speech, he for justice around the world, there are poor countries or vulnerable countries or people who in conflict zone or help him. All this hypocrisy. He now phrased Putler. Russians, he no condemn Putler. Pope Francis no condemn Putler. And he praised Russians, he host in Vatican and say, keep your history, Russian imperialism, and today this Russian neo-imperialism war, genocidal war in Ukraine. Keep that. There he mentioned Piotr first and Catherine second and etc. Praise it. No one word using for condemning Putler war in Ukraine. No one. He praised Russian there. Russian history, Russian imperialism, Russian culture, talking. When before your eyes, Russia, today Russia, in genocidal war in Europe, doing genocide against Ukrainian people, and each day you're seeing that. How Putin destroying residential cities even. Officially they call it Ukraine should be die, not exist. Pontifex Francis praised them. No condemning Putin. No even, in my case, one of main backer of Ilham Aliyev, this Pope Francis, because Ilham Aliyev, this $100 billion stolen money from Azerbaijan people, more part of this 100 billion money into Vatican bank. For that reason, these shameful persons continue back Ilham Aliyev. When Ilham Aliyev killed it, investigative journalist, foreign country in Malta, Daphne Caruana Galizia, ordered it, kill, give money for that. This Pope immediate visit to Malta, downplay this investigation, stop that. No touch Ilham Aliyev. And their judge of Muscat, Ilham Aliyev do it. And they did that. Today, all block it. Through investigation, block it. Blockbuster fact about Ilham Aliyev, Muscat do it, how Ilham Aliyev ordered it and financing Daphne Caruana assassination, block it, block it, block it. This is because this Pope visit and demand Maltese authority. And they doing. And Putler. Putler money also in Vatican Bank. And underage children. And top level archbishops too. Decade of years they deny that. No, this is not true, this lie, my. Francis too, when he was archbishop, cardinal or archbishop, how they call it in Argentina. But some news media under control will praise. Yeah, praise you. Francis, fighting for justice, blah, blah, blah, blah, blah. Again. Same scams, people, same scams. They evil, but by media, they will praise it. And something they're doing for, cover. But literally, truly, who they? The Catholic world should wake up. Such crimes, such satanic action, massive forum, during centuries, massive forum, including our days, several decades ago, massive forum, satanic action, underage, sex with underage. And behind Ilham Aliyev, they. Behind Sam, secretly behind Putler, they. Look at that, this truth. Not what, how they try to show before video camera, some, how they, humanism, blah, blah, about culture. Shame on you, Pope Francis. This is our world today. What I said, this exists. Who they? I try again say you. You should realize finally in which world you're living. And climate crisis, death sentence, if you not will act. But together with me, act not difficult. Our action peacefully, fully peacefully. And they very weak, you will see my power from universe unity. Therefore, they each second try control me, even each step of my mind, my brain, try control. But they failing because universe unity, my power from universe unity. And you as people, I exist from universe unity, my mission. But they, how many tricks they're using? The extra sense, for that reason, for distract you from my existence. Or how many people see alien, UFO? All major fake. In this case, it's concrete. When they say we have UFO, we have biological part of them. This all lie, all lie. Why they using that? Distract you from my existence. For downplay my existence. They are this, Chinghiz, some phenomenon, not so serious, not so important. At the same time, this figure is correct, more than $180 billion spending only for keeping under control. With plus, their conspiracy of states as countries against me when I was in our side. And now the continuation of that. And some phenomenon, you have mind. My mission from universe unity. And they control the world, all their power, all using. But they weak, believe me, they very weak if we together. And we will stop climate crisis. Can and we shall and will do that. Organize worldwide, go to streets and squares. Not afraid they are peaceful demonstration, they are not reason for be fair. You fighting for your family, peacefully demonstration, go to street. For your family, you not will do that. For your children, future. Worldwide, us should be billions, same day, billions, 2-3 billion. This is possible and not difficult. And we will stop climate crisis and we will survive, and also we will change this system which so satanic form ruling the world. We will stop that. And my mission for that, for rescue you as people, and by together working in our own way, for join to universe unity. And what will happen during when we will walk, when we will walk in our own way. I also said you, and all my promises will happen as previously my promises happened. I together with you earth people. I am Chinghiz.